Imagine hosting an event called Ask a Trans Person and then removing the person who came to ask a question. You almost have to admire the passive honesty in it all, because at least now we know this isn't about asking for answers. It's about control.
Hi, Francis. I'm not interested in debating you. This is an open-minded discussion. You're not open-minded. We know your beliefs. Please go.
No, you can change my mind on it. Don't you want to convince me of your position?
No.
They called the event in High River Ask a Trans Person. It's a cross-country tour, and its kickoff was here in Alberta. They said it was about open dialogue, community conversation, and welcome to all. Except not really, because when former Mount Royal University professor Frances Widdowson showed up, a real academic, someone capable of asking an unscripted, inconvenient, also relevant question, well, she was removed, escorted out from an event that advertised itself as open to everyone. And that tells you everything you need to know. Because if your ideas can't withstand scrutiny, you don't defend them, you just control the room.
So you've opened this to the public, but you decided...
You're not interested in open discussion.
I am interested in open discussion. You're the one who's not interested in open discussion.
I'm not open to hearing what you have to say. I know what you have to say. Please go. I'm not having a debate with you.
But it's open to the public.
Francis, please go. I'm asking you to leave.
I guess I'm gonna have to...
event. We have control of the room.
I bought a beer here.
Great.
So I should be... Well, you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to refund my beer.
Sure.
I will.
All right.
Now, Frances Widdowson isn't exactly known for being a shrinking violent or for going along to get along. She's built a career on questioning polite institutional narratives, into wading straight into one of the most sensitive debates in this country, the claims around unmarked graves at residential schools that, in many cases, have yet to be substantiated with any physical evidence. Agree with Frances or not, that's what academics are supposed to do. Ask questions, test claims, follow the evidence. Apparently, that's no longer welcome, at least not at events like this one. Now, look at who is on stage. You've got Faye Johnstone, a taxpayer-funded trans activist who's become the go-to face of this movement. Canadians might remember Johnstone from that bizarre Hershey's International Women's Day campaign, where a chocolate bar meant to celebrate women featured a biological male as the face of womanhood. Yeah, that didn't go over well with, actual women and the people who appreciate us. Johnstone was also tapped as the keynote of the YWCA Women of Distinction Awards in Regina, Saskatchewan, again, raising eyebrows about what exactly qualifies someone to represent women in spaces built for women. Then there's the other speaker, a Mount Royal professor, one of Widdowson's former colleagues, performing under the drag persona Carla Marks, whose real name is Victoria Buchholz. This is someone who publicly berated a sitting Alberta MLA, Jennifer Johnson, in what can only be described as a Maoist struggle session, attacking her for saying something many parents quietly agree with, that kids shouldn't be swept up in gender ideology at schools.
And so you need to do some PR work. And I'm not going to be your Band-Aid. I'm not going to be your pink washing. Unless you can tell me right now that you believe that I, as a trans woman, right now, right here, am a woman, then we don't have a lot to work on here. You want to talk about listening to the community? If you can't start with that basic foundational principle that we are who we say we are in our bones, then I don't think we're on the same page for working forward.
So this isn't some welcoming panel meant to engage skeptics in good faith. It is one-sided activism.
We're just here to listen, learn something.
Yeah, and I was open to the public.
We both know your positions. If you don't like trans people, that's okay.
That's not the case. We just don't accept that that men are women. That's our position.
It is your position, but if you came to ask a question.
Yeah, but I want to find out what Victoria here thinks about this matter.
Federally funded one-sided activism, actually, and that's why this should matter to you. Because the organizations behind this tour, Queer Momentum, Pride Canada, Trans Action Alberta, are tied to federal dollars directly or through partners like Egal Canada, which means You're paying for it all. And here's the thing. You're paying for an event that you're not allowed to question. It's a taxpayer-funded echo chamber, a traveling ideological roadshow where dissent isn't debated, it's just removed. That's what happened to Widowson. Not shouted down, not really argued against, just removed. Because the last thing these events are designed for is actual questions. They call it Ask a Trans Person, but what they really mean is ask the right questions, give the right answers, or don't you ask at all. And if you do, well, there's the door.
The whole thing is to be able to have people who are skeptical ask questions. And that doesn't seem to be the case.
For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn-Reid. This sort of taxpayer-funded activism isn't only at these one-sided town halls. It takes place in classrooms all across the country at the hands of activist teachers. To sign our petition against just this, please go to stopclassroomgrooming.com.